Hi guys, my name is Marissa and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 quick and easy meals that are perfect for summer dinners. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to be making a super simple chicken salad. We are going to use some of the rotisserie chicken from Costco. This comes pre-packaged. It's already been pulled off the bone, it's seasoned, and you just buy it in these big packages at Costco. There's about 1/3 of what comes in the package left. So I'm just going to chop this up a little bit smaller. I am adding some mayonnaise. This is just a regular organic mayonnaise that you get at Safeway. I have some bacon that I have cooked up. I make sure that it's pretty crispy, and honestly, this is just what's left over from making a breakfast. I don't even know how many slices are in here. People really like to give me a lot of grief about not being specific with my recipes, and I get it. I'm not for everybody. I just share what I'm actually cooking. So I've never really been one to follow a recipe. I just kind of put it together, and if I want more seasoning, I add more seasoning. And I get that that's kind of challenging to follow along if you're trying to recreate these at home, but it's your kitchen. I just say add as much as sounds good, looks good to you. I am going to list all of the ingredients that I'm using for all these recipes in the description box below so that you can at least see what the ingredients are, but I'm probably never going to be great at giving you exact measurements. So I get it if that's a deal breaker for you. That's how I cook. Okay, so I'm also going to use some chopped up grapes. There is about a cup of chopped up purple grapes. I chopped up 2 green onions and 2 large stalks of celery. I'm just going to take our grapes and our green onions and our celery, put it into a bowl. Then I'm going to slice up this chicken. I've included several recipes using this chicken because you get so much of it in a package. It's, for my family at least, it's about 3 dinners worth of chicken, and it goes bad pretty quickly. So you have to commit to, I think you could freeze it, but you have to commit if you're gonna eat all of this to you're having chicken for several dinners. We're just gonna chop up this chicken into slightly smaller pieces and put it into our bowl. Then I'm just gonna crumble this bacon on the top, add our mayonnaise, and we will mix it together. This is a dish that I will serve either on top of a bed of lettuce, or I will make homemade rolls and I will serve it on top of that. I've showed in several videos how I make the rolls. I will find a video that has the recipe for those rolls and I'll link it in a card above. So I'm just gonna take this bacon, it's probably 8 slices, and just crumble it up into the salad. That's not crumbling as well as I want it to. Then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise and mix it together. In my opinion, the grapes is the key to this. Adding purple grapes to chicken salad is the difference maker. It's the secret sauce for this salad. I said 3 tablespoons. I have like 2.5 left in the jar, so it's just not gonna be quite as saucy as usual. Here is what our chicken salad looks like when it's done. I don't use a bunch of mayonnaise in my chicken salad because I just think it gets gross, and I don't really love the overwhelming taste of mayonnaise, so I just use a little bit. I ended up using 1/4 cup of mayonnaise because that's what I had left in the jar, and it looks like the perfect consistency for my taste. Again, if you like mayonnaise and you want more mayonnaise in yours, by all means, add more mayonnaise. But this is the way that we like it, and we will serve this, like I said, over a bed of lettuce or on top of rolls. For tonight's dinner, I am making shrimp and couscous packets. This is a recipe that I found on Pinterest a number of years ago, and like all my recipes, I'm just using that as kind of a loose guideline and modifying the recipe to my family's taste. You start with 16 ounces of frozen shrimp. I picked mine up at Trader Joe's. This is my favorite type of frozen shrimp. And to the shrimp, you're going to add some lime juice. I'm adding taco seasoning. I'm adding fresh cilantro, a little bit of avocado oil, and then 3/4 of a cup of raw uncooked couscous with 3/4 of a cup of chicken broth. To finish off the packets, I'm just going to use some pre-minced garlic. I then took 2 pieces of aluminum foil for each packet and just evenly distributed the shrimp and couscous mixture into the center of each piece of aluminum foil. You do want to make sure that you create these little boats almost with the foil and make sure that there is enough foil to completely close off the package. You are wanting your items to be able to steam inside of the foil. I set my oven to 350 degrees and cook these packets for 20 minutes. I will list out everything in the description box down below in case that was a little bit confusing and hard to follow. While these are cooking, I am going to move on to making our pineapple salsa. I see a lot of people making mango salsa, but personally I prefer pineapple salsa. I'm starting with 1 can of pre-sliced pineapple tidbits, adding a little bit of lime juice, some salt. I'm then going to take a purple onion and just slice up 1/4 of this onion, adding a little bit of fresh garlic. I'm just going to make sure that our onion is really well chopped up into tiny little pieces, and then add a little bit of cilantro, mix it all together, and I will serve it on top of our packets when they come out of the oven. This is completely optional, but I also like to add some fresh avocado to this salad or salsa as well. If I'm wanting this salsa to last for several days, I do leave out the avocado because it just gets brown and doesn't taste as nice. So I only add the avocado if it's going to be something that we will be eating all of the salsa that night. Here's what your dish will look like once it's all been assembled. I'm now going to move on to our third meal, which is something that I was preparing for Cinco de Mayo.
Today is Cinco de Mayo. I had grand plans of this elaborate meal I was going to make, and then I changed my mind, decided I didn't want to do it. So we're just going to make a very simple Mexican style chicken salad, serve it with some chips, and call it a day. I am starting with 1 15-ounce can of rinsed and drained black beans. To our black beans, I'm going to add 1 can of green chilies. These are fire roasted 4-ounce can of diced green chilies. I find these at Trader Joe's. I'm going to include the sauce, just dump all of it into our black beans. Basically, I just went through my house and anything that seemed kind of taco-like, I decided I was gonna just chop it all up and mix it into this salad. We've done something like this before, and at least my husband and I really like it. I don't know how the kids are gonna feel about this, but that's what we're serving. To our black beans and our diced chilies, I'm just going to add some frozen corn. This I pulled out probably 5 minutes ago, but it's definitely still frozen. I'm adding about 1/2 of a bag of frozen corn. This is a 16-ounce bag, so you're gonna add about 8 ounces of frozen corn. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna just chop up 1/4 of a purple onion. Leave in the comment section down below what you guys did for Cinco de Mayo. And I apologize if you can hear my dishwasher and my husband's in the shower. So there's probably, and my kids are playing right outside. There's probably a lot of background noise going on here. But this is real life, so. Any video that has live audio, it's gonna just likely have a lot of background noise. At my house, anyway. I'm gonna chop up this onion. My knife skills are terrible, so shoot for them to be uniform, but mine never are. Some people really hate raw purple onion because of how strong the flavor is, but I like purple onion raw, so. But if you don't like the taste of purple onion, you could substitute it for green onions. I have this bundle of cilantro. Just gonna take some of that and slice it up. I'm not really measuring anything, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. This is a rustic salad. You can add in here anything that you like. If you have black olives and you want to add that, you can. Oregano tastes good in here. Anything that you have that you would put. Raw tomato would be good if you like that. My family doesn't like raw tomato, so I won't be adding that, but I could see where people would like raw tomato in here. Next, I bought some fresh limes at the store, but they went bad really quickly. They were already completely dried out and hard, so I did find this thing of lime juice in my refrigerator. Just gonna squirt that on the top. Next, we're gonna add some taco seasoning. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm just sprinkling some taco seasoning on the top. I have this rotisserie chicken that I get from Costco. It's already pre-cooked, it's pulled off the bone. I'm taking about 1/3 of this package. I'm gonna be sharing another recipe using this chicken in the video that's going up on Thursday. I'm gonna make a tabbouleh style chicken salad. So stay tuned for that. It's really good. It lasts for several days in the refrigerator. It's a perfect lunch item. So I just roughly chopped this chicken, putting that on top. And finally, I'm gonna take 1 avocado, cube that up, and then we'll mix everything together. Serve it with these chips. We like the Juanita's brand chips the best, but whatever tortilla chips you have will work. I also like the hint of lime Tostitos chips. I think Tostitos makes those, but the hint of lime chips I like as well. Here's what your salad looks like when it's all mixed up. This is great on top of lettuce. This is great if you're serving it on top of some rice or if you're serving rice and beans on the side. Like I said, we're just gonna take some tortilla chips and dip it in here, and that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Here's our dinner when it's done. I'm just serving it with some chips and a Mexican-inspired beer.
I want to thank you all for watching today. If you're new to my channel and you haven't done so already, please hit the red subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss when I upload. Bye!